I love it when a movie's willing to ask the big questions, but you kind of got to be willing to process them a little bit too. And Prometheus likes the questions, but doesn't really seem to want to process them to get to the answers. Prometheus is a story of a group of scientists who believe they have found the origins of life, and that discovery, that journey to explore that and what that means. Now, that's big stuff. That's very heady stuff. Where we came from. If we had a chance to talk to our creator/creators, what would we say? What would our questions be? What would those answers mean to us, if anything? Big questions about life and existence and origins, all that stuff. Now, the problem I have with that is I love that, but if you're not willing to process those questions within the movie, then you kind of leave it a little dead. There's not as much there to think about other than what my own brain goes to, but I want you to lead me to where your characters are going to. I don't necessarily need the answers to life, the universe, and everything. I already know that's 42. No, I just need you to be willing to go a little bit deeper into those thoughts and processes and not just throw it out there, which I believe Prometheus does. And really, that's kind of the whole of this movie. There is a lot of pomp and circumstance and big ideas and big visuals, but when you look back from a distance, it just doesn't quite hold together. And that goes for the whole thing. In bits and pieces, it's good. There are some things to love about this movie, and I think I came away from it liking it more than disliking it because of these things. Number one is the visuals. The visuals in this movie are stunning, absolutely gorgeous, and I would highly recommend you see it in 3D. They did a great job with 3D, used it as a tool in this movie to tell the story and not as a gimmick, which more and more directors are learning how to use 3D in a powerful way, and I think they did a great job with that. So it's beautiful. And then the other is Michael Fassbender. His performance in this movie is just astounding. He plays an android, which is not a spoiler. You know it right from the beginning. And he plays it in this distance, but something's going on under the surface kind of way. It's brilliantly done and maybe worth seeing the movie just for that performance alone. I will say there are a lot of plot holes in this movie and a lot of things that don't make sense that you really have to suspend your disbelief on. In fact, too many of those things, which is another reason it doesn't hold together when you kind of look at it from afar. But those things, I guess, don't add up enough to make me say that it's a bad movie. It's just that it makes the whole experience a little bit less than it could be. I also should mention it is gory at times. It is rated R for a reason. Much like the Alien movies, there is some creature horror in this movie that is really kind of spectacular, but yes, kind of gross as well, so give you a heads up on that. Overall, this movie is brilliant to look at, beautiful to see, the pieces are wonderful, but the whole just doesn't hold together.